The Berlin Wall, German, Berliner Mauer, pronounced, was a guarded concrete barrier that encircled West Berlin from 1961 to 1989, separating it from East Berlin and the German Democratic Republic, GDR or East Germany. Construction of the Berlin Wall was commenced by the government of the GDR on August 13, 1961. It included guard towers placed along large concrete walls, accompanied by a wide area, later known as the Death Strip, that contained anti-vehicle trenches, beds of nails and other defenses. The primary intention for the wall's construction was to prevent East German citizens from fleeing to the west. The authorities officially referred to the Berlin Wall as the anti-fascist protection rampart. Conversely, West Berlin city government sometimes referred to it as the Wall of Shame, a term coined by Mayor Willy Brandt in reference to the wall's restriction on freedom of movement. Along with the separate and much longer inner German border, which demarcated the border between East and West Germany, it came to symbolize physically the Iron Curtain that separated the Western Bloc and Soviet satellite states of the Eastern Bloc during the Cold War. Before the wall's erection, 3.5 million East Germans, 20% of the population, circumvented Eastern Bloc immigration restrictions and defected from the GDR, many by crossing the border from East Berlin into West Berlin. From there they could then travel to West Germany and to other Western European countries. After 1961, the deadly force associated with the wall prevented almost all such emigration. During this period, over 100,000 people attempted to escape, and over 5,000 people succeeded in escaping over the wall, with an estimated death toll of those killed by East German authorities ranging from 136 to more than 200 in and around Berlin. In 1989, A series of revolutions in nearby Eastern Bloc countries, Poland and Hungary in particular, and the events of the Pan-European picnic set in motion a peaceful development during which the Iron Curtain largely broke. Rulers in the East came under public pressure to cease their repressive policies. After several weeks of civil unrest, the East German government announced on November 9, 1989 that all GDR citizens could visit the FRG in West Berlin. Crowds of East Germans crossed and climbed onto the wall, joined by West Germans on the other side, and souvenir hunters chipped away parts of the wall over the next few weeks. The Brandenburg Gate section, a few meters from the Berlin Wall, reopened on December 22, 1989, with full demolition of the wall beginning on June 13, 1990 and concluding in 1994. The fall of the Berlin Wall paved the way for German reunification, which formally took place on October 3, 1990. On June 15, 1961, First Secretary of the Socialist Unity Party and GDR State Council Chairman Walter Ulbricht stated in an international press conference, "Niemand hat die Absicht, eine Mauer zu errichten." No one has the intention of erecting a wall. It was the first time the colloquial term Mauer, wall, had been used in this context. The transcript of a telephone call between Nikita Khrushchev and Ulbricht, on August 1 in the same year, suggests that the initiative for the construction of the wall came from Khrushchev. However, other sources suggest that Khrushchev had initially been wary about building a wall, fearing a negative Western reaction. Nevertheless, Ulbricht had pushed for a border closure for some time, arguing that East Germany's existence was at stake. With the closing of the East-West sector boundary in Berlin, the vast majority of East Germans could no longer travel or emigrate to West Germany. Berlin soon went from being the easiest place to make an unauthorized crossing between East and West Germany to being the most difficult. Many families were split, while East Berliners employed in the West were cut off from their jobs. West Berlin became an isolated exclave in a hostile land. West Berliners demonstrated against the wall, led by their mayor Willy Brandt, who criticized the United States for failing to respond and went so far as to suggest to Washington what to do next. Little is left of the wall at its original site, which was destroyed almost in its entirety. 3 long sections are still standing, an 80-meter-long piece of the first, westernmost, wall at the Topography of Terror, site of the former Gestapo headquarters, halfway between Checkpoint Charlie and Potsdamer Platz. longer section of the second, easternmost, wall along the Spree River near the Oberbaumbrück, nicknamed East Side Gallery, and a third section that is partially reconstructed, in the north at Bernauer Strasse, which was turned into a memorial in 1998. Other isolated fragments, lampposts, other elements, and a few watchtowers also remain in various parts of the city.